Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Looking to throw right away is Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Here's Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They run the option on second down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
To throw on second and 10. Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Here's Watson. This complete to David Bell. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they'll get to him just inside the 15 even after that strong run we witnessed. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Stafford. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now it's Stafford. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. York able to send this one through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Throwing is Stafford. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game. The coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. Throwing again on second down. Watson right back to Cooper, and he got him again. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watson on first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Working with a 2nd and 3. Watson looks to throw again. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On first down, it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Again, it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Rams have got it back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Stafford on first down. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's had just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down, Rams.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter.
Touchdown, Browns! Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They go with Chubb on second down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Third and long. It's Watson. This caught out left by Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The football going back to the Rams now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Now Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Watson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Touchdown, LA!
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
To Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the sneak, it's Stanford. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal. They're going to hurry, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught here by Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson.
He's got Bell.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
Finding Hunt.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Here's Watson.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
He's got him in. Complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And Stafford's going to take it himself. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. On the sneak at Stanford. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out 1st downs.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And his kick here is good. And the Rams have won the game.
That was an excellent come from behind